You've got to give it to Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's come back after a long stint out from acting and he seems to be trying to do something a little bit different, whether it's Maggie, where he tries to do a little bit some more dramatic kind of stuff, or The Last Stand, where he kind of plays on his older image. This one is very much in the dramatic sense, and it is about a plane crash. So you have a movie that really has two protagonists. You have Roman, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger's character. He is a construction worker, someone that's very diligent at their job, who is waiting on his wife and his pregnant daughter to come back from his homeland into his adopted country so he can pretty much have the complete family and the perfect life. Then you have Scoot McNairy's Jake, the person who is an airport controller, who is on duty when the planes crash through generally no fault of his own other than he's trying to do too many tasks at once. And you have these two people's paths. You know, you have one who has, say, anger and rage that his family's been taken from him. And then you have one character who is kind of solemn and ridden with guilt and just horrified by what's happened. Now, the movie's based on a true story that I don't really know too much about. But watching this movie, it seems like they've over-dramatised certain aspects of it, and it doesn't seem to ring as something that's particularly worth being made into a movie. Doesn't mean it's all bad. There are some interesting performances. I kind of liked Schwarzenegger, and Scoot McNairy's someone that I kind of like seeing all the time in movies, so I'm happy to see him wherever he appears. And even though it's billed as a Schwarzenegger movie, it definitely carries equal time for both of these people who only share one short scene together. But it really does show you the sort of way grief can take a hold of people. You have Schwarzenegger's Roman character who is stricken with grief, just wants an apology, just wants answers, isn't looking for anything other than just someone to say, you know what, this is a tragedy that happened, we apologise, sorry. Then you have Jake's character who is just ridden with guilt. He feels terrible, he can't think, he can't look after his own family, he can't do anything properly because he just can't compute what's happened. This tragedy that happened isn't his fault, but he takes the blame onto himself, and he's been persecuted by everybody around about him. People need to latch on to a guilty party, and that is Jake's position. He is the one that everybody's going to rally against. He is one of the most hated figures, even though it was kind of taken out of his hands. The movie does some wise choices, and it's probably budgetary as well. It doesn't focus on the plane crash because that's a big special effect that it didn't need, and it's something that you don't really need to see on screen because what you see is the effect that it ripples down to these two characters and some other side characters as well. When the movie gets into the final third of it and it jumps a year to where the characters are now is where it starts to get a little bit more melodramatic and a little bit more atypical of Hollywood movie making, where they need to get a conclusion into it, and it's one that doesn't ring true with the rest of the movie. It feels as if this doesn't really have a conclusion. These people just have to deal with their grief, get over it somehow, and that should be the real story. But they tack on this kind of ending just to give us a visual conclusion to what has happened throughout this tale. I kind of started off surprised by Aftermath. I was interested where it was going. I kind of liked it. The trailers made it look a little bit different than what it was, and it had my attention. The more the movie went on, the more melodramatic, the more unrealistic the sort of dialogue and the machinations of the characters became, ultimately leaving me with a bitter aftertaste with that finale that I didn't really feel rang true with the rest of the story. But it's still an interesting watch, and I gave Aftermath 2.5 out of 5. It is worth your time, but it's probably on a Netflix watch or an Amazon Prime or some other streaming service, and that's the best place to watch it. Have you seen Aftermath? Did you like it, or did you think it was woefully banal, melodramatic, Hollywood tosh? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Phil.